What's up guys, Mushroom here.
And I'm Heroic Lemon here. We've got the Combat Axe Camper Hotspot tutorials for the new Vengeance DLC that came out just a couple days ago. These spots are really epic. I hope you guys really enjoy them, enjoyed the amount of effort that went into them. The first map we're going to talk about is Uplink, the new sort of Summit remake. A bit of a letdown, but we enjoyed the angles on this map. And the first one, we're going to take a look at the heat map here. You see these people camping. Once you see them down there, you'll know what I'm talking about. They lie in that spot there. Camp in the window. Once you've seen them there, jump out here, push up to the end of this mesh in the floor, walk till you can't see it anymore under your screen, turn around. You want to line up your Combat Axe reticle with the tip in line with the ring around the top of the chimney there, and the bottom box is sitting on this second power line there. It's a really nice double bank, I think maybe even triple, and it dribbles right in underneath there and lands on top of the guy's head. It's a sick spot. Try that one out, guys.
That's right, it is a really cool shot. With Uplink, we're kind of sticking with this theme for this shot here that we're going to do, which is the opposite side of those stairs there. We're going to also walk out to the mesh. It hits the guys up in that camping hotspot up there. We're going to move to this mesh here, up out to the corner. Again, walk until you can't actually see the bottom of the mesh, or you can see the tip of it. And you're going to aim your Combat Axe reticle right above that line in the grey part of the roof there, and it actually banks off the back of the wall and turns around. You can move the Combat Axe reticle left or right to hit either side of that corner there, but it's really accurate and really easy to pull off that shot.
The next shot, we're going to be looking at the people that put their tactical insertions down right in the corner there. You can't see it on this bit, but it's across the map and it's going to do an epic bank. I called it a chimney before, but I've now realized that it's in fact a crane. But you want to line up your Combat Axe reticle in line with the corner of the light there. You want to move it a little bit to the right. If you put it right in the corner, it's going to bank off left from the crane, so move it a little bit to the right. Gets right in that spot there, that guy putting down that tack, you'll see them and go bank them, it'll be sweet.
The next map, which I've kind of enjoyed playing on, is Detour. The first shot we're going to be looking at is a window shot. As you can see on the heat map there, both windows are pretty much very high traffic areas. This first one, you're going to turn down and you're going to walk to the back here and line up with this pole that goes along the bridge there. Crouch down and see where the broken bit of that archway lines up with the mesh above you here, and line up your ballistic knife reticle just below it, and it actually pulls off the cleanest little shot. Really easy to line up, really quick, and it goes straight over into that window there to take out that camper. We're going to move to the second one as well, which is very similar.
This is the complete opposite shot from the other end, and it's much easier to line up. So if you feel that one's a bit difficult, why don't you just do this one as well? So once you see them in the window there, push in between the two yellow bins here. You're going to want to line your Combat Axe reticle up, your ballistic knife reticle up with the broken pole in that mesh there. It sort of fits in like a little cushion. It sits into the steel rod there. That's it. Pretty much line it up and chuck away, and it gets a perfect cross map. You guys really like those shots where it just takes out the camper on a one-shot kill. It's a really sick shot.
That's right, those first two shots are really easy to line up and really accurate as well.
This next one's a little bit harder to do, but it's a really cool shot, and it gets people camping behind the yellow bins on the other side of the map there. So once you have seen them, push in to the middle of the tank, on top of this little tank here. You want to line your Combat Axe reticle up with the end of that dark area of clouds where the dark meets the light blue. It's a really distinct line. Just put your Combat Axe reticle right in that line, and it goes across, bangs off the wall, and just drops down onto them as they're running across from spawn, or either sitting behind those bins to snipe across. You'll see a lot of people there, and it works really, really well.
That's right, the next map is Cove, and it's a really cool map for kind of creative bank shots off trees and rocks and stuff like that, which we kind of had to roll with. This first one's off a tree, and it goes up to that camping spot up there. If you haven't seen that already, you haven't played the Vengeance map DLC. So it's up here, you push into this little rock here. It's a bit of a slide and turn motion that you have to get going on to get in there. But then you line up your Combat Axe reticle with the coconuts up in the tree just there, and it banks right off the tree and sweeps across the face of that area up the top there where we saw the camper sitting before. So it's a really accurate shot. It sweeps all the way along there, probably like a meter radius left of the guy that just died, so it's really accurate.
That was a really cool shot. The next one is going right into the cockpit of the plane. If you haven't seen Mushroom's shot that he got on that, it's an epic one, but this is kind of different. Once you see them in there, press A to jump onto that box one time. See the little green bump of the palm tree in the background. You want to put your Combat Axe reticle probably like a centimeter higher than it. It's a little difficult to line up, but you'll find that spot where it just banks off the rock perfectly, goes straight into the cockpit, and it's a really nice shot.
This plane kind of seems to be the hotspot of the entire map.
Yeah, it really does. And the next one is going to be to the people running into the plane. So you want to find the rock at the back of the map here, jump Press A to jump up into it once. There's the trees in the background behind the smoke there. You can kind of line up your Combat Axe reticle just sitting on top of the green trees, and above the knob of that rock there, you'll see it in the kill cam there, it's like a little lip of the rock. It does a really nice bank. Give us some props for finding these rock banks because they're so difficult to line up, and I thought that was really cool. It's kind of like a heat spot there where everyone's sort of crowded.
This next map is my absolute favorite of the DLC. This is Rush, and it's the paintball arena. Obviously the hotspot's a bit crowded up in that corner for that game there, but you've seen these guys who spawn camp, and that's what we were trying to target with this one here. You want to hop up on the sandbags and line up your Combat Axe with the blue tarp that's just over the top of that like shelter area there, and it banks off the top of this angled piece of wood slab there that goes straight through the mesh up here and takes out the snipers who are trying to spawn camp you. Really, really useful shot. I hate those guys.
They do like to rack up those feeds there, but the next one is getting these people who camp up on the spot there in the window.
So you want to move into the bus, which is actually way too sheltered in this map. I don't think I've actually seen anyone in the bus as of yet, and you line up your Combat Axe just with the side of this here. It takes a little bit of angling, a little bit of work to get right, but it's really, really simple shot, and it slides down across the window there, so it actually takes them out pretty much wherever they're standing along that window. It actually slides along if they're not there, so really, really cool shot, really easy to line up.
Usually we'll get them when they're reloading to spam across more. So once you've seen them sniping in that window, like Mushroom will here, you want to move across just around the back of this here. You want to push in between the wood and the wall here. You want to line up your Combat Axe reticle just above the third light there. It does a really nice over bank over into the spot where they camp. Sometimes they move from the window and snipe down towards the entrance to the paintball arena. It's a really frustrating spot, but this one takes them out 100% of the time. It's such a cool shot, and I was really proud of it.
Alright guys, well that's been the camper hotspots for the DLC Vengeance. We had a lot of fun doing this. It took us about 5 hours to get all of those shots, so give us some love. We're going to be doing the bank shot breakdowns for those ones as well in a couple weeks time, because we're going to do the last bank shot breakdown on Yemen. That's the last one of the original maps, and then we're going to be moving backwards through the DLCs, so just to keep it fresh.
So we'll be doing, yeah, Vengeance first, which is going to be sick.
Yeah, and that's... Do you want to make out?
Can make it gay every time.
What's wrong with making it gay? There's nothing wrong with that. Is there? Press the like button if you're gay. Or straight. We're all about equality here. Don't leave.
APL, just leave.
Don't fucking walk away on me. Alright.